that stomping all over my face? Where's that silhouette I'm trying to trace? Who's putting sponge in the bells I once rung? Taking my gypsy before she's begun to singing the meaning of what's in my mind before I can take home what's rightfully mine. Joining and listening and talking in rhymes, stopping the feeling to wait for the time. Who's saying, baby, that don't mean a thing? 'Cause nowadays plants they can't even sing. All hung up on that happiness thing? Who's trying to tune all the bells that he rings? Who's in the corner and down on the floor with pencil and paper just counting the score? And who's trying to act like he's just in between? The night isn't black if you know that it's green, but don't bother looking, you're too blind to see who's coming on like he wanted to be. Who's saying, baby, that don't mean a thing? 'Cause nowadays plants it can even sing. And who's coming home on old 95? And who's got the feeling to keep him alive? Though having it and sharing it ain't quite the same. It ain't a gold nugget, you can't lay a claim. And who's seeing eyes through the crack in the floor? There it is, baby, don't you worry no more. Who should be sleeping but's writing a song, wishing and hoping he weren't so damn wrong. Who's saying, baby, that don't mean a thing? 'Cause nowadays plants they can't even sing. Saying, baby, that don't mean a thing. Nowadays plants they can't even sing. There you stood on the edge of your feather, expecting to fly. Well, I laughed, I wondered whether I could wave goodbye, knowing that you'd gone. By the summer it was healing, All the years we'd spent with feeling ended with a cry. Babe, ended with a cry. I tried so hard to stand as I stumbled and fell to the ground. So hard to laugh as I fumbled and reached for the love I'd found, knowing it was gone. If I ever said I loved you, now you know I tried. If I ever lived without you, now you know I died. Babe, now you know I died. Babe, now you know I died. The lights turned on and the curtain fell down. And when it was over, it felt like a dream. They stood at the stage door and begged for a scream. The agents had paid for the black limousine that waited outside in the rain. Did you see them? Did you see them? Did you see them in the river? They were there to wave to you. Could you tell that the empty quiver, brown-skinned Indian on the banks that were crowded and narrow held a broken arrow? 18 years of American dream. He saw that his brother had sworn on the wall. He hung up his eyelids and ran down the hall. His mother had told him a trip was a fall, and don't mention babies at all. Did you see him? Did you see him? Oh, hello, Mr. Soul. I dropped by to pick up a reason for the thought that I've caught that my head is the event of the season. Why in crowds just the trace of my face could seem so pleasing. I'll cop out to the change, but a stranger is putting the cheese on. I was down on a frown when the messenger brought me a letter. was raised by the praise of a fan who said I upset her. Any girl in the world could have easily known me better. She said, "You're strange, but don't change," and I let her. Why will a smile on my face turn to plaster? Stick around, well, a clown who is sick does the trick of disaster. For the race of my head and my face is moving much faster. Is it strange I should change? I don't know. Why don't you ask her? Is it strange I should change? I don't know. Why don't you ask her? Stick around, well, a clown who is sick does the trick of disaster. That were crowded and narrow, held a broken arrow. The streets were lined for the wedding parade. The Queen wore the white of the county of song. Black-covered case on her horses had drawn, protected her king from the sun rays of dawn. They married for peace and were gone. Did you see them? Did you see them? They were there to wave to you. Could you tell that the empty quiver, brown-skinned Indian on the banks that were crowded and narrow, held a broken arrow? Cupboard if there ain't no wall. You got to move. There's no time left to stall. They say the old laughing lady dropped by to call. And when she leaves nothing at all. See the drunkard of the village falling on the street. Can't tell his ankles from the rest of his feet. He loves his old laughing lady, 'cause her taste is so sweet. But the laughing lady's loving ain't the kind he can keep. There's a fever on the freeway, blocks out the night. There's a slipping on the stairway, just don't feel right. And there's a rumbling in the bedroom and a flashing of light. There's the old laughing lady, everything is alright. He's a perfect stranger, like a cross of himself in a farce. He's a feeling arranger and a changer of the ways he talks. He's the unforeseen danger, the keeper of the key to the lost. Know when you see him, nothing can free him. Step aside, open wide, it's a lone If you see him on the subway, he'll be down at the end of the car, watching you move until he knows who you are. When you get off at your station alone, he'll know that you are. Know when you see him, nothing can free him. Step aside, open wide, it's a lone a woman he knew about a year or so ago. She had something that he needed, and he pleaded with her not to go. On the day that she left, he died, but it did not show. No, when you see him, nothing can free him. Step aside, open wide, it's the love.